it's me, Michaela, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be looking again at my beloved series spreadsheet. I'm going to be kind of going over some things that I may have added or changed for 2024, as well as talk about, just an overall review of series I read in 2023. So without, further ado or whatever, let's just start the screen recording. So we're looking here at, again, this is the overview page for my series spreadsheet. It has gotten quite a bit longer this year. This keeps track of every single series that I have started ever. Well, I mean, not like ever, but since like 2021 when I started reading again. So if you want to see like a way more detailed version of going through my series spreadsheet, I'll link that for you. I have kind of gone through everything before, but we do have a few more series that have been started. We do have the new edition here I added a column to put the authors' names for the series. I didn't have it before because basically I always just knew the authors for the series I was reading, but I kind of was like one day like, wow, I feel like maybe it's a little weird that I don't include that information. My TBR series is still down here. I haven't updated this at all. I'm honestly kind of thinking about just moving it over to somewhere completely different because I don't like really look at it that much. I don't keep it updated, so I don't really know why it's there still, but it's still there. And then I've actually moved my little summary, I guess, of like books in the series I'm reading off to the side here. I used to have it down below, but then I found it was just annoying to have to update all the time every time I added a new line for a new series I was reading, so I found it easier if it was over to the right. So let's just kind of talk about my currently reading tabs. As you can see, because it is 2024, I've added this new yellow color to denote books I read in 2024. We have quite a bit of purple on here, and I actually did look at this before just to have a look at some stats. So in 2023, I did read 53 books that were parts of series. So that is kind of shown through absolutely all of this purple that is on here. And then I also looked and I had 13 currently reading series at the beginning of 2023. At the end of 2023, I had 18. That's not including Playing for Keeps because obviously I started this in 2024, not 2023, so that one's not being included. But I have 18 currently reading series. Now, there are 4 of these series on here that I'm actually up to date, so it's more like 15 currently reading series, as in I need to catch up with them. And then I have another 2 of those series, both the Finley Donovan is Killing It, and then also the Beartown by Frederick Bachman are series that I've kind of put on hold. I don't really know when I'm going to start reading more of them again, so they're not really like active reading series. So I have like 13-ish series that I'm actively currently reading, and that is under my goal of keeping it under 15, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I also started how many? 12? Is that real? Is that the real number? I started 12 series in 2023. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did. Oh my god. I didn't think I started that many. Okay. But as I just casually switched over to my completed series list without telling you. Okay. So I also finished 7 series this year. I finished Bridgerton. I finished Six of Crows. I started and finished the Brown Sisters. I started and finished The Kiss Quotient. I started and finished The Poppy War. I finished The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And I started and finished The Heroes of Olympus, all in 2023. So I had like a net change then from truly just like all currently reading series of about, I've added 5 between, if you take the 12, you minus the 7, you get 5. Math. So, and then again, if you're looking at like actively reading series, it's more like I've increased by 1. So it's not like too bad of a year that way for my series, but I would like to, again, cut this down. My goals in 2024 is I want to finish Veronica Speedwell, or not finish, well, I'm going to try and get up to date. As you can see, book 9, it's coming out this year, so I have quite a bit of catching up to do. I would also like to read The Brothers Hawthorne this year and get caught up again in Inheritance Games. I'm kind of mad at this series because I thought it was done, and now there's just another book is coming out, a 5th one? Why doesn't it end? I don't understand why it's still going. Anyway, I also plan on reading Inheritance. I don't think I'm going to read Murtagh. I've talked about this before. I don't think I'm going to read that book. I consider the end of the series to be Inheritance. If you've read Murtagh and you really believe it continues the overall series and it's not just like a companion book that came out literally like a decade later or something, let me know. Maybe I'll read it. But I have Inheritance on my shelf. I plan on reading it in 2024 and knocking Inheritance Cycle off of this list. My Harry Potter critical reread is kind of also on hold. I don't really know when I'm going to start that up again, maybe this year. I have plans of reading Mislaid in Parts Half Known as soon as I can. I already have a hold on Libby. Actually, technically that's like, I think it's been published now, so I probably should like not italicize that anymore, but I'll fix that later. I am also planning on finishing Dreamland Billionaires really soon. I only have the final offer to get rid of, and I have Mistborn Era 2 that I'm planning on finishing in 2024. In terms of starting series or continuing series, I'm also hoping to get to more Lane Winslow. I am hoping to finish a League of Extraordinary Women. I don't know if I really will, though. Thursday Murder Club, I'm planning on continuing. Bromance Book Club, this one, I just don't know what I'm going to do because isn't it bromantic? It's just like not available through Libby, and it's not physically at my library at home, and I don't have like a library card for here in Montreal, which seems dumb. Why don't I have a Montreal library card? But I don't, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. Because I can't read the book because it's not on Libby, and it just still isn't on Libby. I've been waiting for months. I was like, oh, maybe they'll like renew whatever thing they had. They haven't done that, so I don't know what I'm gonna do there. That's unfortunate for me. Are there any other series I'm like really itching to start? I mean, I don't really have anything on my shelves. I'm just like looking at my shelves now, but I think like mainly, you know, I want to start a series when I want to start a series and like not worry too much about it. I think I'm going to start the next kind of like Rick Riordan universe series. I think it's the Apollo series that comes after the Heroes of Olympus. I really need to look into that. I'm going to start that at some point. I also, I know, I want to start the Folk of the Air? The Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. My bestie got me the first book for my birthday. So that's been on like my Goodreads TBR for like literal years, and I just like haven't picked it up. So I'm really excited to pick that up. I'll start that series at some point. And again, it's just like, you know, slowly ticking off all of these boxes. I really would like to read more standalones, but I just feel like I don't, because I constantly have these goals of series to finish. So that's kind of it. You know, my completed series list, the plan is to just have more on here. That's really it. The series overview, the plan is to have more of these little boxes ticked off because I don't like how many of them are empty. And that's really like the review for 2023. I read a lot of books. That's not a shocker. And I plan on reading more. So there we go. I hope you kind of enjoyed this quick little rundown of my series in 2024. not 2024, Michaela, we're talking 2023 now, last year. My overview and review of the series last year and my spreadsheet update. If you did, make sure to give it a like. Let me know down below any of your thoughts on the spreadsheet, how your 2023 went, reading wise, how your 2024 is going and how you plan for it to go, you know, all of those kind of things. And remember, if you happen like me to consider subscribing, I'd be happy to have you. And with that, I hope you're having a wonderful day today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.